Certainly not a single record has been set on the track so far at these games, and a lot of things explain that. They are mostly running against a headwind. Some of these races were actually run against a headwind of -2.5, some -1.5, and then you add that to the very hot temperature conditions and the humid conditions with humidity at around 77% most of the time. It's hard for a lot of these athletes to run record times on the track. We have seen records on the field with the women's javelin throw, in particular with Joanne van Wyk of South Africa setting a new games record.
At this point, South African Mashele Lesiba Precious in the lead.
They're going to take their time. Is 12 times around the field, so no one is particularly in a hurry to get there.
Not at all. Not at all. You don't want to be kicking so early in the race. You were doing this 12.5 laps. They've done 1,000 meters in 2:51.92. 4,000 more to go.
Well, the other events still ongoing. The men's long jump, as well as the men's high jump. This is the men's long jump. Currently in 8th position, the South African Keegan Craig, or Craig Keegan. This is the high jump, I beg your pardon. This is his third attempt at 2.13. Oh, just his trailing backside just knocks it out. So he is down and out.
So unlucky. Thought he had skilled it there. Here. And that's the athlete from Mauritius, Prosper Joseph Desadine.
This is his third attempt at 2.13. He just hesitates there. Wasn't ready for the takeoff. Conditions were not right. So he's had to taxi around a little bit and try again.
Try again. Here's another opportunity to try again. Can he go past a height of 2.13 meters? Desadine, can he do it? Oh no.
Desadine can't get there. He's knocked it out and he's out. Desadine of Mauritius, and at 2.13 the last time, so he's eliminated at 2.10, at least from Mauritius. So that's a leader. Hisham Bahunoon, the men's high jump, is currently comfortably in the lead, having scaled 2.1 meters in his first attempt, along with Shwanelo of South Africa, Cadman Evans of Ghana, and here he is at 2.16. What attempt! Ooh la la! He's scaled that with no troubles at all. It's now shaping up. That was close. Indeed, he was flying agonizingly close to the bar, but he's got it over it. So lots of field events happening as we speak. The men's long jumping is ongoing. The men's high jump is ongoing. The men's javelin throw is ongoing, and the women's shot put is ongoing. Sammy? There's a lot for the audience and the spectators to choose from.
It is, and today is a day of many finals, and so there you have the Ghanaian.
I can't see.
That would.
He's a locally based athlete. He wants a bit more energy, the Ghanaian, from the crowd.
Yeah, he's attempting to scale 2.16 meters.
Yeah, at 2.13. It took him just one attempt, just as he did at 2.10. Oh, and he's knocked it down this time around at 2.16. He's asking the crowd to get a little louder. He needs their energy. It's only the first attempt at 2.16.
Well, it's the only difference you get as a whole.
There are 3 Ghanaian high jumpers in this,
and this stadium is buzzing. Buzzing. This is the biggest crowd we have had at this time of the evening since the event started, and he's hoping to feed off that energy to excel. There you go, Shwanelo.
Shwanelo is with no trouble whatsoever scaling that. Look at that. Oh, it's knocked it down. It just went. Maybe he might have taken off a bit too early.
He did.
His shoulder just tapped it and knocked it over. But this is Evans Cadman, the Missouri State University student. Certainly the most highly rated high jumper in Ghana at the moment. While others want the energy, he doesn't want it. He's asking them to be quiet so he can concentrate on his thoughts. Here he is, Evans Cadman, at 2.16 meters.
First attempt.
He's asking for the clap, and the rhythm has been disrupted, hasn't it? Because he's waving. I'm not sure what's going on around him.
And it's quite a familiar sight with high jumpers. You probably have to find a way of asking them why they always want to feed on the crowd, encouraging them or clapping for them, and how that gives them an extra meter or so as far as the leaping is concerned. But very often in global events, you have the high jump athletes particularly always try to get the clap of the crowd or the sound behind them. So perhaps there is a connection there somewhere. Whereas athletes would rather want a moment of silence before they take off. The sprinters, the high jumpers seem to want all the noise in the world to be able to lift them beyond the bar. And here it goes again
with the clap. It's a rhythm that he needs to feed off. It's not just noise, it's a rhythm.
Reminds me of Mortas, preparing or lining himself
there
up.
There he goes. Evans Cadman at 2.16. The Ghanaian. Oh! It's a brilliant leap. Surely he's giving the fans a reason to dream of a medal in the men's high jump. Evans Cardman, no troubles whatsoever, way beyond the bar.
That was smooth.
Surely he's won for a medal place.
No, he got the execution completely right. His assessment of the height is taken off. There was no way his shoulder was going to come across, as we've seen some of the other jumpers, and hit the lifts afterwards was also right on point. So that's a very good jump, and as you mentioned, way above the bar shows that he can go a few more meters up should the competition get that far.
13 high jumpers started and only 5 remain now. The rest of them all clearing out.
Wow. And we saw something similar in the women's event, which was won by Rosa Monimaya-Boa, that too many of them crashed out too quickly, and ultimately she was on her own, attempting to jump higher levels and make the Olympic qualifying height, which eventually she couldn't make. So I'm hoping that these guys will be able to stick it out longer, just to give us a very exciting contest. Although I know for the fans, they would rather everybody crash it out and the Ghanaians win the medal.
So 2 Ghanaians in the top 5 right now in the high jump.
And we're in the final lap of the 5,000 meters men's final.
There you go, and that's the bell going. We haven't had a lot of the airtime for the men's 5,000 meters, but now we do, and it's shaping out to be some race. And what you see is Gabriel Metzger. That is Ethiopia's Bewe Gabrivet, negotiating the bend, coming onto the home straight. It's gonna be just him, Gabrivet Bewe. No one else really close to the Ethiopian, running really well. The 30-year-old, but he's being pursued by the athlete from Eritrea, but he's not going to be denied. It is Gabrivet Bewe who has taken the gold in the men's 5,000 meters, and he points to the Ethiopian crowd in the stands, and then that's the cross. Hallelujah, praise the Holy Mary, and he gets a celebration from the high jumper who has failed out, by the way.
Well, this race was mostly run on the blind side of the crowd because there were so many events taking place.
Absolutely.
But the key thing was that he picked his moment, and the timing was crucial. This was a very controlled race where they were bunched up together, and when he made his move, none of them could stick to him. He lapped a few of the athletes on his way to finishing. The athletes from Eritrea tried to stick with him, but it was not to be. He had just too much energy, and it's Ethiopia again who win the distance running here at the African Games, and there's the moment he decided enough was enough. I'm going to do this all by myself, and nobody quite could keep up with him.
It's actually the athlete from Somalia.
Gritted teeth, you could tell
the difference. That is Abdullah Jama Mohammed.
Jama was at his wits end, pulling everything he could just to keep up with the Ethiopian athlete, but in the end it just wasn't good enough, and he wins. This time it was not multiple Ethiopians
podium finishes for Ethiopia.
It's just one, but they will celebrate together. So it's Ethiopia 1, Somalia 2, and Kenya wins the bronze medal in the men's 5,000 meters.
Gabrivet Bewe with the wonderful win.
Yeah,
he is celebrating his 5,000 meter win, and you made a very good point about this race being run on the blind side of the fans, and not just them, even for the television audience. This race didn't get a lot of airtime.
It didn't. It's because of the simultaneous nature of the events. Typically, we've had one after the other.
Field events ongoing at the moment.
High jumpers waiting for their turn.
Long jump.
And now the javelin can resume, because the reason why the javelin wasn't taking place is
so there was javelin,
5,000.
there was men's javelin, men's long jump, men's high jump, and women's shot put.
Here's the victory ceremony for the men's 200 meters. You can understand why there's a roar in the stadium, because Ghana's national anthem will be heard at the stadium for the second time since the athletics program began.
That's Ekanim Joseph of Nigeria with a wonderful bronze medal, 20.80 seconds. This is the first time I have seen him without his do-rag.